Everybody. I want to talk a little bit more about getting out of your comfort zone and specifically about setting goals. I think a lot of the times we're afraid to set a specific goal because we're afraid to fail. What if I don't get there? What was the point of doing that? So I want you to think about what you're afraid of, why you're afraid to set a goal maybe, if that's the case for you. Sometimes, I'll hear, well, my goal is to get fit, my goal is to be healthy. Okay, that's awesome. But what exactly does that look like for you? Setting a goal, I want you to think about it this way, is like if you don't set a goal, getting into a rowboat with no oars. So you're heading out onto the open water, you have no way to get there. And so you're just moving along with the tide, letting the tide push you around and dictating where you're going. Not very empowering, and I think sometimes we do feel that way, like it's out of our control anyway. I want you to switch that thinking. You do have the power and you do have the control to do whatever you want in this life, whether it's working out or something else. And so in setting goals for ourselves, it helps us to be more accountable and to attain what we want to attain in this life. It helps us to grow. It helps us to move forward. And when it comes to getting out there and showing up for your workouts, are you being consistent? I want you to remember that there's no way to spot reduce any area of your body. You can do all the sit-ups, all the crunches, all the planks that you want. If you are not adding cardio, if you're not being consistent with your workouts, you're never going to get rid of that layer of the fat that's hiding those beautiful abs underneath, or the arms, or wherever you want to, reduce the fat covering those muscles. You can't spot reduce. You have to do the work. You have to show up consistently, and you have to eat healthy. You have to make sure that you're eating the best way that you can. Less processed food, less junk, more vegetables, more greens. So what are you doing in your kitchen that you can change maybe a little bit this coming week? And the other thing I want you to think about when it comes to showing up consistently is setting your appointments for yourself. Working out, getting fit is a great way to be proactive about your health, but why are you doing it? Are you doing it for you, or are you doing it for somebody else? I'm going to share a story with you. One of the best things I did for myself was start to stand up and decide that I was going to make these appointments with myself, for myself, and I was going to hold myself to it. I have a wonderful person in my life who used to show up and expect things to get done exactly that moment, and for me to drop everything and do whatever it was he needed me to do. And I used to do that. And I remember one day walking out my door, and he happened to be there, and I was on my way to the gym. And he said, he needed this done, and we had to get it done. And I said, well, I would be happy to help him with that, but I was on my way somewhere, and I really needed to go, and I would let him know when I got home. One of the hardest things I did, because you get that lump in your throat, and you want to take care of that person. And it's even harder when they're standing there and they expect you to take care of them. Unintentionally most of the time, but it happens. And so I want you to recognize that. It's not your job to take care of anybody else. It's your job to take care of you. And the only way that you're going to do that is to put yourself first, to set yourself as your best priority, to make appointments for your workouts, whether it's 2 times a week, whether it's 3 times a week, whatever it is you want to do, and do it. So, if a friend calls and says, oh, I'm going to go here, do you want to come with me? Your answer is, no, I can't. I have another appointment. Here's an even harder scenario. You get a call from the doctor's office and they say, we can set you up with this time to see this doctor. Well, I'm sorry, I have a previous engagement. Depending on the situation, sometimes specialists take a long time to get into, but we come up with excuses, and sometimes we let things get in the way, and you have to start asking yourself, why do I keep doing this? Why do I keep letting it get in my way? The only person that can change it is you. So I want you to think about those things, and maybe set a goal for yourself this week, and maybe say no to one person that expects you to take care of them, and set yourself first. Have a great week, guys.